Today I'm making shrimp Creole, or a variation of it. I went ahead and bought some local fresh shrimp with the peels on because I wanted to make my own stock. Here you can see I have my heads and shells in a pot with water, and I'm adding garlic, onions, salt, and red pepper, and I'm going to bring that to a boil. Next, I'm going to season my shrimp with garlic, onions, bell pepper, celery, and salt and red pepper. I was feeling a little lazy today, so I went ahead and got my onions, celery, and bell pepper already chopped. And I'm going to add this all together, stir it up, and I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes while I make my sauce. And so you could add the shrimp in the beginning, but the shrimp are so big, I don't want them to get too overcooked, so I'm going to add them to the end. So there's my stock. To a heated pot, I'm adding about 3-4 tablespoons of butter, and then the onion mixture. I'm going to add salt and red pepper to this, and then I will be adding flour to make a roux. I've added my flour. Now I'm gonna just stir it a little bit, and I'm really just wanting to roast the flour and onions together for a little while. I'm adding an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce, a bay leaf, about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and a tablespoon of Siracha, and that's the Siracha. And after tasting it, I could have added a whole nother tablespoon, so it's really up to you how spicy you like it. And I would, if I was making it for myself, I would use chopped tomatoes or diced tomatoes, but I live with people who do not like tomato chunks, so I'm using sauce and paste. And I went ahead and added some of the shrimp stock, and you can see it's kind of changing in consistency. So what I'm going to do is just continue to add shrimp stock until it gets to the thickness that I'm looking for. And I ended up adding, I think, about 2.5 cups of shrimp stock. And I'm going to let it simmer for a little while, and then adding the shrimp when I have reached the right consistency with my gravy. And I also went ahead and shook off the shrimp, like I kind of tried to knock off some of the onions and garlic so that I was just adding shrimp and not all the onions that I had added. So we're bringing it up to a simmer so that the shrimp can cook. So you can see here the shrimp are cooked now, and this only took a few minutes. And at this point, you can take your bay leaf out if you want. And that's kind of it. Now we're just going to serve up our plate. I made some rice on the side, so I'm going to go ahead and serve myself a a bowl of the shrimp Creole. So I'm eating it with rice today, but you could eat it with grits. That is also very good. And so we want to make sure and get some big pieces of shrimp. And after you've tasted it, you could definitely add more cayenne pepper, salt, whatever you think you need. And so that is my version of shrimp Creole. If you try it, let me know what you think.